Hey, Jenna. Hey, Monica. Hey, Debonair. Hey, PK. Hey, Color Purple. How's my day? Meh. Same old, same old. Was supposed to go, was supposed to get dinner with my mom today, but, she decided not to. She actually decided not to go today. Shitty weather, and she wasn't feeling great. Out there? Yeah, it's pretty cold. Hey, Liberace. It is cold. And, so yeah, I didn't end up going out there today. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get together tomorrow. Yeah, she had tried to take a nap, but her cat wouldn't let her. Hey, Joel. She wasn't feeling great because the cat wouldn't let her nap. She laid down and he started like clawing at her hair. I ended up getting takeout. Mom liked to cook and bake. I mean, she used to. She really doesn't do it anymore, though. What I get? I got a burger. Ordered a burger from Kelsey's. I forgot how small their patties are. Fries? Yeah, with fries. But I forgot that Kelsey's does that thing where the bun is bigger than the burger, where the bun is bigger than the patty. Hamburger. Yeah, like the bun is bigger than the patty, and that's just it makes for a shitty burger. It honestly does. Like it's bad burger design. Yes, remember that's why you can't. They need their cheese blanket. Cute way of putting it. If you're cold, they're cold. Hey, Lady Sunflower. I was saying right. Hey, Jill. But right, so burgers. So like when the ideal burger, the patty should be just a little bit larger than the bun. Not too much. Just, poking out just a little bit from the bun. Just a little bit extra. Like a UFO. Exactly. That way, every bite you take, you're getting beef. But beyond that, every bite means that you're getting. Ideally, every bite you take should have all the ingredients of the burger, right? Yeah, every bite you take, you should get a little bit of patty, a little bit of bun, a little bit of the mustard, ketchup, tomato, lettuce, whatever you put on there. Or at least most bites, you should get at least a little bit of it. Thoughts on Bob Burgers? I've never watched it. Beef eater. But don't like bacon? Sometimes PK, yeah. When the when the bun is larger than the patty, it means that some of your bites, you're not getting any of the patty at all. Like, there's going to be times where, you just can't take a bite that's not entirely bun. Beyond that, though, there is actually another reason why having the buns be larger than the patties is shitty design. And buns get soggy. Like when the patty is just a little bit larger, then it means that you can just grab pick up the burger, hold it, 3 and 9. Yeah, just hold it, and you just hold it anywhere. It'll stay together. When the patty is a little bit larger than the bun, it means that the burger stays together really well. The ingredients stay all on the patty. When the bun is larger, then it means that a lot of the ingredients are going to be on the bun rather than on the patty. And it means that they're going to fucking drip off the back. The back is going to start to, as the back gets soggier and soggier, it's going to droop and shit's going to drop all over the place. Hey, Anunnaki. So, I had to change my shirt. I put on a clean shirt today, had my burger, and had to change my shirt because I kept dripping burger toppings on it. It got, because the toppings were on the bun, and the bun got soggy, and it meant that there's no way to hold it all together properly. But a bunch of toothpicks. I don't have toothpicks, so your shirt? Yeah. George Motz? I have never watched George Motz. Don't know that I've ever heard of George Motz. So yeah. It's just really bad burger design. And Kelsey's should be ashamed of themselves. Right to buy regional hamburgers and just open a restaurant. Oh, cool for him. Would I eat at a 1-star restaurant? I don't know. I don't know. I could live on hamburgers. They are good. You love sloppy joes? I'll give you a sloppy joe. I'm sorry. Unlimited money for a costume. What would I dress up as to attend Comic Con? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really big on costumes anyway. Hey, Gigi. Slop, slop. Is that the sound your pussy makes? When I'm all up in it? Hey, misunderstood. You're right. You're right. That one was bad. That's in the Coachella lineup. I don't know. I've never really cared about Coachella. Let's take a look at it. The Beths. I forget if I know. Hey, Elf. I forget if I've heard the Beths. No doubt getting back together. Blur. I guess that's kind of cool. All right, so it's a whole lot of people that I've never heard of. Sublime. Jeez. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, so a whole bunch of people I've genuinely never heard of. Seeing Limp Bizkit in August? Why? They got No Doubt. I was never a big fan of No Doubt, though. Despite Fred Durst having a gray beard. God. They were always so terrible. Blackpink, I've never been into K-pop. Or J-pop or any of that stuff. Who would I want to see in concert? I'd love to see the Heartless Bastards again. I don't know. No, Jenny, you did not upset me with your mom joke. Does remind me though. Not sure if you've ever heard of Reductress. It's a fake women's news magazine. So it's sort of like this parody of like women's news magazines. It's the woman fake or the news? The news. They had a headline. They posted a headline on Twitter. Oh, this 101-year-old woman's secret to a long life is fucking your mom. And they're like, there's a reason I follow that. There's a reason I follow that Twitter account. I knew there was a reason I followed them. They're making content just for me. I have a mom fetish. No, Gigi. I have a mom joke fetish. K-pop. I mean, I think I've tried to listen to it and just, yeah, it's not my thing. I mean, I'm not into pop music in general. Like, for the most part, pop music just isn't really my thing. Incubus. I like one song by Incubus. I've forgotten what it's called. Absolution Calling. I do like Absolution Calling. That's a solid song. When I take back a cheating spouse? I don't know. Maybe. Thoughts on Dave Matthew Band? I never liked them. Just not my thing. What the Dave Matthews Band did to the people on that ferry was what they did to, figuratively did to our ears every day for years. I just found it hilarious that their tour bus literally dumped shit on people on a ferry. Dave Matthews Band literally dumped shit on people. It's just a funny story. You're high. Cool, cool. I'm not. I can't get high. I'm too powerful. Exactly. Excuse me. Whatever, do you psychedelic? I don't know. I think probably not. I don't know that I'd be comfortable doing that. Need to do them during the day. Hey, Jordan. All right, I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. There we go. There we go. I watched the Barbie movie last night. It may interest you all to know. How was it? I enjoyed it. Correct, Jenna, yes. Rate it 1 to 10? No. But I really liked it. I thought it was really good. What's the storyline? Stereotypical Barbie starts thinking about death and starts getting cellulite, and her feet are on the floor or on the ground. Like she gets flat feet. And it turns out a girl who was playing with her is sad and thinking about death and cellulite and how shitty life is. So Barbie has to go to the real world to cheer the person up. And then she drags his mother and daughter back to the Barbie world with her, where Ken has implemented patriarchy. Sounds like a bad parody. No, it's a good parody. Oh, Ken got a new sweatshirt at the end yet for all the beach. What I watched with my mom. I mean, yes, it's a movie you absolutely can watch with your mom. What was dinner? I ordered a burger. I ordered a burger from Kelsey's. It was not great. Like the burger's fine. It's just the bun's bigger than the patty. I talked about this earlier. Said that the ideally on a burger, the patty should be slightly larger than the bun because the patty is better at holding all the ingredients together than a bun is. Anyway, yeah, I did, Jenna. Yes, but like one of the things I did like about the Barbie movie is sort of how it does sort of explore how men fall into fascism, basically. You know how guys was it too woke? I mean, I don't think it was too woke. Like, it absolutely had a feminist agenda to it. Of course it did. It's fucking Barbie. Of course there's a feminist agenda to it. But, like, it also. The truth is, like, it also applies that to how patriarchy hurts men. Or not necessarily how patriarchy hurts men, but how it sort of exploits men. And, like, how this idea that basically how men become incels and how incels then turn towards fascism, frankly. Can I relate? No, because I couldn't relate to I mean some aspects of it, but like Ken's whole story arc is that he is in love with Barbie. It's Barbie and Ken. His whole identity is and Ken, that he is an extension of Barbie. So he's in love with her. He wants her attention. He wants to be sort of the focus of her attention. And he feels because she doesn't. I wouldn't say he's a bad guy. He is sort of an antagonist, but he's not a bad guy. He does get a redemption arc and everything. Because what happens is, like, he feels because he has invested so much of himself into Barbie's approval, like because he has invested so much of himself into seeking Barbie's attention and approval, and because she just sees him as a friend, he feels overlooked. Because she has a life outside of him, he feels overlooked and taken for granted. And that makes him, when he ends up in a society where everyone pays attention to him, or where everyone's like, hey, bro, like where men dominate, he sort of falls for it. He feels validated in a way he never did before. So his character arc is learning how to be Ken. I never played with Barbies now. Like that's his character arc, is learning how to be just Ken. Not and Ken, but Ken. Men are exhausting. We are. But like, so I didn't really relate to that. I didn't really relate to the incel aspect of it myself. Because I was never really an incel. There were girls that I crushed on, sure, but at no point did I ever expect them to reciprocate. At no point did I ever feel like they were obligated to give me any attention. Thoughts on the Michael Cera character? He was great. Hey, Blue. Alan was wonderful. Alan was adorable. I absolutely understand why women who watched that movie demanded that Alan be protected at all costs. Why they wanted to protect Alan at all costs. Because he was so Michael Cera. He's just that cute dork that's just entirely endearing. He always plays the same role. I mean, he's got that look. If you want awkward but endearing dork, he looks like an awkward but endearing dork. Like, what else are you gonna cast? Like, what other role do you give him? You know, there was that one movie where he played himself as this absolute jerk, and the comedy from that came from the idea of Michael Cera being a jerk because nobody could believe that Michael Cera would ever be like that. Because it's just like, oh, you're so adorable, Michael Cera. Blue, holy shit! Thank you very much, Blue. Lunch on me, amigo. Thank you for $20, Blue Vanessa. Hearts in the chat for Blue Vanessa. Hi, Matthew. Yeah, like you can't cast Michael Cera as like a bully. You'd be like, oh, you're so adorable. Look at you trying to be all mean. Pat, pat, pat. What I have for dinner? Burger. Um, who would win a fight, me or Michael Cera? I mean, probably Michael Cera. Frankly, he could probably beat my ass. Has my neck going? It's okay. Um, yeah, for the Barbie movie, nice to Michael Cera. Cute, Jenna. That's cute. Good night, Jenna. I don't like rating shit. Yeah, like the Barbie movie. I like the story of the mother and daughter who had sort of become distant, and the mother just like really missing her daughter. Oh, one of my absolute favorite jokes. One of my absolute favorite lines from the entire movie was when the one of the Barbies was sort of freed from the brainwashing of Ken's patriarchy, and she's says it's like she's in a dream. It's like I was in a dream, but a dream where I was really invested in the Snyder cut of Justice League. Hi, Billy. That line was amazing. We're talking about the Barbie movie, Billy. That was just an absolute mwah line. Hey, suspicious. trash it? I would argue no. It trashes patriarchy. And it does delve into how men who invest their identities into attention from women can fall into fascism. Goes into sarcasm joking, which I liked. Because men, there are a lot of guys out there where, I mean, incels. It trashes incels. But even then, it's not really trashing them. What it's doing is showing how that approach, that attitude of needing the attention of women is actively harmful to both women and men. That the men who are invested in the attention of women are hurting themselves. There are female incels? Sure, but they're nowhere near as much of a problem as male incels. Nowhere near as much of an issue. Men are kind of inherently disadvantaged. Look at them. Disagree. There's one line. There's one bit where Ken goes up to some corporate dude and asks to be CEO, and guy's talking to him was like, well, most of our guys have MBAs and a lot of them have masters, and it's like, but I'm a man, isn't that enough? It's like, right now it's kind of the opposite. And Ken's like, sounds like you're not doing patriarchy very well. And the guy's like, oh no, we're doing it really well. We're just being more subtle about it. So it's not that men are disadvantaged. It's that patriarchy has gotten better at being subtle about keeping men advantaged. I mean, I'd hope to watch. I mean, no. Men are advantaged. We are. We very much are. Or I suppose it's more accurate to say that women are disadvantaged. Being a man doesn't mean you have it easy. It's just that you don't have it hard, because it's just that being a man is not the reason you have it hard. It doesn't mean you have it easy. It's just not the reason you have it hard. But yeah, as far as Barbie movie being anti-men, no. I mean, the Kens stage a total, complete takeover of Barbie Land. And they are still treated sympathetically. despite everything they do, they're still treated sympathetically. Right? Like, it is absolutely not anti-men. It is calling on men to remove themselves from the mindset of needing attention from women. It is urging men to be happy just being themselves. To be just themselves. You are enough. If the girl you like isn't paying attention to you, that does suck. Absolutely, it sucks when the girl you like isn't paying attention to you. And you're allowed to feel sad about that. You are allowed to be sad about the fact that the woman isn't paying attention to you. But what you're not allowed to do is use that to justify treating women like shit. Yeah, at the end of the day, you need to still recognize that you are enough. Just on your own. Imagine having to explain that. And yet, like, it shouldn't need to be explained. And yet loads of guys ignored that message from the movie. Like, loads of guys chose to interpret the Barbie movie as being anti-men for saying that. Do you think they have daddy issues? Eh, some do. But it's wild that guys complain about the movie being anti-men. Ken gets an amazing musical number that is all about, that's basically all about embracing who he is. It's my favorite slushy flavor. Probably red. Into movies that are anti-women. Yeah, I mean, like, how many movies treat women as objects? Kelly Sue DeConnick. Cherry? Probably. Cherry, or, I mean, it's red. It's red slushy. But, like, Kelly Sue DeConnick, comic book writer, she came up with this idea called the sexy lamp test. And what it basically is, if you can replace the female character with a sexy lamp and the movie stays essentially the same, your movie sucks. Or your story sucks. I want a sexy lamp. Well, everyone does. 50 Shades of Grey told me I was enough. Blue out here shooting her shot. Because, yeah, I mean, it's just there's a lot of the leg lamp. Right. If you can take that leg lamp from, is that A Christmas Story? If you can take that lamp and replace a female character and replace the main female character in your story with that lamp, the Christmas Story, yeah. You know, if you can take the main female character of your movie and replace her with that leg lamp, you've written a pretty shitty female character. Hey, Uncle Buck. You know, it's still really common for women in movies to just be sex appeal. To be just like there solely to motivate the men. Or dead to motivate the men. You know, like the entire Taken franchise. Women in those movies aren't characters. Women are just object to be rescued. They're the princess in the tower. They're the reward. Hey, Margot. Hey, Bison. Doesn't mean the Taken movies are bad. It's just, you know, nobody calls it anti-woman. You know, nobody calls it anti-women when the Taken movies are just about just have female characters there to be prizes. Meanwhile, Barbie had an entire subplot, like a major, really the main story, like, you know, or like secondary story at least, you know, like part of the main point of Barbie is that men are enough. Men don't need women's attention to be valid and worth and, you know, whole people. They get a big, awesome musical number about embracing who they are. It's definitely opposed to toxic masculinity. The Barbie movie definitely is opposed to toxic masculinity. And, you know, Legally Blonde is a good comparison. She wanted the men, but found she didn't need them. Right. I mean, that's, you know, and, you know, that's awesome that Legally Blonde went that route. I just get high and watch Kung Fu Hustle. Also an awesome choice. Fucking epic movie. Turtle. Super chats. Was there another super chat? Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle is just an amazing movie. Prey. I have not watched Prey. I haven't watched Predator either. Like, I've never watched any of the Predator movies. But yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about Prey and that it's the girl kicks the alien's booty. Yeah, so I've heard. And yeah, I've heard that one was good. Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle's epic. Shaolin Soccer. Yeah, Shaolin Soccer is a good one. Predator is so good. Yeah. Last one, Be Kind Friends. Thank you very much. More hearts in the chat for Blue Vness, who's now given $40. $20 in addition to the $20 earlier. So yeah, $40 now that she's given. So hearts in the chat for Blue Vness. Anything with Stephen Chow is a hit. So much I can take. Sorry, Jordan. It's just I don't know. It's just not my kind of movie. I don't think. But seriously, the Ken song is fucking amazing. It's such a great song. My YouTube never gives super chats. Keep saying wrong card details. Yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Bison. It's my music jam. I mean, Kung Fu Panda. Never watched. Yeah, as far as my music jam, I mean, nothing, no one's specific right now. I mean, it's still sort of the same stuff. Heartless Bastards, always gonna love. Really like Lou Hickey is great. Ting Tings, Sleigh Bells. Heartless Bastards are sort of blues rock. They're indie blues rock. The singer is absolutely their lead singer, Erica Wennerstrom, is just she is the reincarnation of oh, I'm blanking on her name. Janis Joplin. She is the absolute reincarnation of Janis Joplin. Oldies music, not much of it. Very little old music. I'm not generally into oldies. Yeah, the singer Erica Wennerstrom, she is just straight up the reincarnation of Janis Joplin. Last live show I went to. Might have actually been Heartless. I think the last live show I went to probably was Heartless Bastards, and that was a long time ago. That was probably about maybe 15 years ago now. Thrash. Generally not. Do they still tour? They do. They haven't been to Canada in forever. Metal? Nah, nah. I'm not really into metal. I used to like metal. I used to be really into Metallica and Megadeth. Prog rock? Very little. Nah, I mean it's mostly indie shit that I listen to, and it does tend to be. I mean, there's some shit like Ting Tings or Sleigh Bells. Those tend to be sort of a bit more high energy, danceable shit. But then there's like Priscilla On, who's very much more chill. Lou Hickey. Lou Hickey's really good. She's got like this really cool like 1920s style, 1920s vibe to her music. Age did I get my first cell phone? I was probably about 20. Jelly Roll? I don't. Yeah, Lou Hickey I definitely recommend. She also had a group. She also had a band, Cody and Velvet Club, that she did. Had they'd released an album, one album. It was with John Fratelli of the Fratellis, who were a pretty cool indie rock band. Thoughts on Hickeys? Cabaret. That's what Lou Hickey's got, like a very cabaret style that is very cool. Would I ever get with a married person? Hey, produce. I probably wouldn't. Hey, Layla. So hard to get into. I mean, only because there's so much. Like, there's just a lot of indie music out there. I don't think I've ever broken a cell phone. So hard to get into. I mean, like, it's easy to find shit. It's just like the reality is, like, it's never been easier to find new music. The only issue is how much are you going to enjoy that music? You know, there are. You're not allowed in the scene because it's indie? Whatever. Who cares about the scene? Just find bands that you want to listen to. Yeah, just like music ain't what it used to be. Well, yeah, because it used to be a lot more. I like pickles. Yeah, I like pickles. Music used to be um, much more limited than it is now, frankly. Longest I've ever streamed for? I don't remember. A few hours. Probably like 4, 5, 6 hours. Have I ever eaten a bugger on stream? Not that I can recall, Anunnaki. Because, like, I mean, back in the day, if it wasn't on the radio, it didn't exist. If it wasn't on the radio, it may as well not have existed. So you'd have a few, like, you'd have a few producers who basically decided, yeah, you had a few music producers and executives who basically decided what music was popular. They decided what got played. Because if you couldn't get with one of the major labels, you weren't getting on the radio. Do I consider myself a nerf? Record songs on the radio says my ringtone? No, I did not. Nah, I tend to think of nerds as smart. Shop for TV dinners and cream soda. What do I drink? Mostly water, Blue. Yeah, there used to be like music used to have a lot of gatekeeping, a lot more gatekeeping than there is now. There's no real gatekeeping on music anymore. Some, yes, but yeah, you can just post your shit on YouTube and people will find it. Would I get arrested on stream for content? I think I would probably prefer not to. Ever play instruments? I mean, like, recorder. Like, back in, like, grade 7 or something like that, we all had to learn to play the recorder a little bit. I didn't learn it very well. Guitar Hero? No, never played Guitar Hero. Would I be in a band with you if I were skilled? I mean, it's hard to be in a band with someone who's, not in the same city. Easier to be in a band if you're local to each other. Though even then, the internet means that people who have never met in person can record music together. How do I know where you live? I mean, I don't know where you live. I'm just guessing you don't live here. Why is the recorder still taught to this day, but no one knows how to do their taxes? Hey, hello, Craig. I mean, the recorder is taught in order to get people to learn music. Because there is value in learning the arts. There is value in that. Taxes aren't taught because frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if a big part of why taxes aren't taught is because of like H&R Block and shit like that. Even the Joker pays his taxes. Exactly, yeah. He'll take on Batman, but the IRS? He's not crazy. from the UK, and even we learned the recorder. Learn how to manage bills. I mean, they're honestly, that should be something that's taught in home economics, frankly. Like, that is something that absolutely should be taught. My best cooked dish. I don't know, I got pretty decent at making meatloaf. They just brought home ec back to our middle schools this year. I don't, I'm pretty sure I was in high school before I got any home ec classes. What was my best subject in school? I don't really remember. Did I pass PE? Well, yeah. PE is basically just graded on like attendance and participation. Are you there? Yes? Great, you pass. Did I go crazy at dodgeball? Nah. Mine was art, but now I draw like a toddler. I was never good at art. That was never something that I was good at. Driver's ed? Not in my school. That was outside school. Looked like I could dodge a ball or two. I can also catch a ball or two when I want to. Do you think being a teacher is a hard job? Absolutely, it is. Your celebrity crush? Aw, thanks. Dodgeball exists for vengeful nerds, and that's it. The Warcraft movie, never watched it. Would I be a substitute teacher? Nah. Nah, I don't think I'd be cut out to teach. Would I ever be a teacher? Nah, I don't think I'd be cut out for that. School bus driver would suck too. Probably. I would think so. Why are you a kid? Yeah. Yeah, it'd have to be at least high school, and even then I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. Mean teachers? Nah, I never had mean teachers. Teacher that the Marvel Universe? Favorite teacher? I mean, probably. I don't really. It's been a long time, so I don't really remember. I don't really remember my teachers very well. Crush on my teacher? Yeah. Yeah, there were a couple. There were a couple of teachers in my when I was in high school that I kind of crushed on. One taught drama, one taught music. Had a teacher in the fourth grade throw a desk because the autistic kid was being difficult. Yeah. My friend threw a desk at a teacher. Love drama. I mean, it's not that I love drama. Just that the drama teacher was really young and pretty. Wouldn't say babe. Glass and brown hair. No glasses. I don't remember what color her hair was. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember what color her hair was. I think brown. I think it was a sort of a light brown hair. No glasses though. There was another teacher. I don't think I actually had any classes with her. Pretty sure she did teach music. I don't think I had any class with her. She had darker hair, as I recall. As I recall, she had darker hair and glasses. What if it was blonde? I don't think she was blonde, but it was a long time ago. I don't even remember her name. What am I ordering? I already ordered Anunnaki. I ordered a burger from Kelsey's. I talked about the fact that the bun was bigger than the patty and how that is bad burger design because it just means that the one that got stolen, no Anunnaki, different place. Greek lemon chicken soup with orzo. Cool, cool. Was it good? I like the. Oh, you're probably asking Jordan. Yeah, sounds cool, Jordan. Korean barbecue. I wish there was good Korean. I wish there was Korean barbecue here, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Made in honor of Philos. The karmic bangs. Yep. Yeah, I mean, just taking a look, and yeah, like I don't see any Korean barbecue here in Cornwall. I'd be absolutely down for trying that. I've never had Korean barbecue. Um, I did get the Korean barbecue sauce at Wild Wings, Buffalo Wild Wings once. I found it okay. I was hoping for a little bit more flavor somehow. That is a leather jacket, yes. Suspicious. Locates them. Again, it's Cornwall. Like, it's this fucking town sucks. There is no Korean barbecue in this town. As I recall, the Korean barbecue options in Ottawa weren't particularly numerous either. I suppose I didn't really look into it that much, but I don't think Cornwall or I don't think Ottawa had much Korean barbecue. Don't think so, Anunnaki. No, Jordan. I'm not looking for corn. Corn is a great time. I never liked corn, the band. I never liked the band corn. Is this chat painful for you? Hey, Vespertine. No comment, Blue. It is a type of socializing, and that does often get me tired. Papa Roach. God, that guy sucked. What was his song? What was Papa Roach's big song? Was that Last Resort? Last Resort, yeah. It was shitty. Hear that cover? What cover? Turtle. What cover are we talking about? Churro? I have not had a churro. My favorite breakfast meal? Pancakes. Things are I have never been to either. Don't have either of them in Cornwall. No IHOP in Ottawa either, and never went to Denny's in Ottawa. Because why would I? Chocolate or blueberry in them? Nah, just regular. I prefer just regular ones. Regular pancakes. Can't get behind waffles if pancakes are an option. Yeah, I mean, I always preferred pancakes over waffles. But I am weird in a lot of ways, so. Sausage biscuits are your go-to. Cool, cool. Video Arcade Hotel in Lake Tahoe. Cupcake waffles. Cool, cool. Why am I weird in a lot of ways? I mean, I think a lot of people probably prefer waffles over pancakes. Well, no, I suppose that's probably about 50-50. I suppose there are a lot of people who prefer pancakes over waffles. Waffles have more texture. And the syrup trap. Syrup traps. Waffles will butter better. Yeah, they've got the all those holes that the butter can slip into. You're having wholesome waffle talk. Yeah, yeah, my chats tend to be weird. Chats tend to be varied. Spongy business going on with a pancake. Yep. That's what she said. Peanut butter and waffles wasn't a deal breaker, but it's not something I'd eat, but I can actually kind of understand it. Trelish? I have not. I have not had trelish. Not mixed into the batter. Again, I can understand it. Again, it's not necessarily something I'd go for myself, but yeah, I think I can generally understand the reasoning for it. Gagged about lox on bagels. I mean, isn't that traditional? Like, isn't it kind of traditional to put lox on bagels? I'm not one for bagels to begin with, but I feel like lox is a pretty common topping for them. Yeah, even if you don't like them, even if you don't like lox, it's like smoked salmon. Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually know what it was either. I just knew that it's an extremely common topping for bagels. Cream cheese, yeah, I don't like cream cheese. No white sauces ever. Um, I'm not big on. Honestly, there's not a lot of sauces that I like. I don't eat a lot of stuff with sauce. Alfredo. Not sure if I've had Alfredo sauce. Chicken Alfredo. Yeah, I don't know if I've had that. I probably wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, probably one of those no white sauces people. But again, my weird finicky tastes mean that I don't really. I'm not really big on sauce generally. Do not like ranch. Ranch is okay for dipping. Taco Bell, nope. Ranch is white sauce. Yeah, I mean it's okay for dipping, like for dipping, like dipping vegetables into. It's about it. I don't think I'd want it on top of something. Pizza. Nah, generally just vegetables. Carrot, celery, cucumber. Hummus? Nah, never had hummus. Yum Yum saw some Japanese food? Probably, yeah, I doubt it. I've never had ramen. Nope. Huh? Because it's like, because I'm weird and finicky. There's just something about ramen that is not appealing to me. Yes, I think the moon landing was real. Good when you're sick. Milk toast? Nope. What do I eat when I'm sick? Your mom's put. No. Do I think I am real? Cochito. Do you think the world is a better place with me in it? Um, I think that on the whole, the world would be no different without my presence. I think that I am ultimately a completely neutral. Yeah, yeah. I think I end up having just like a pretty much a neutral effect on the world. I make no difference one way or the other. I did get COVID, yes, fairly early on. Well, I don't know what would have been, maybe a year in. Who do I think is the Antichrist? Mm. Your mom? Your mom is the Antichrist. Do you think? Do I think your mom is the Antichrist? Sure. How did I get COVID? I mean, probably from Chantel. I suspect I probably did get it from her because I think she did get it first. And two of us living together is next game we'll play live. I mean, I'm not sure how much I have left of Chronotopia. After that, I don't know. I've got other visual novels. I've got plenty of visual novels to play that I do want to keep making my way through. Please revisit. Don't take it personal. Suppose there is actually one route I never did take in that game. Any Final Fantasy? Not live. My Final Fantasy Let's Plays are going to be recorded content. If you want me to play the new Final Fantasy, you'll just need to wait a few years for me to get around to it. You'll just need to wait, 10 years. It's a long haul. It is. Game videos monetized? Most of them are. Weirdly enough, I've been having to request reviews of my Final Fantasy Let's Plays. My Final Fantasy videos to get them monetized. Like when I first schedule them, when I first upload them, they're limited monetization, and then I just keep and then I just heard Nintendo copyrights. I mean, when I put in the request for review, they do get monetized, so. Why do I like the retro Final Fantasy? I mean, because they're very simple. Those are very simple games to play. They're easy. There's not really much in the way of like a skill. Cooking Mama? Never played Cooking Mama. Like a lot of modern games, they take a lot of practice to get good at. With the old school Final Fantasy games, those old school JRPGs, if you're having trouble, just do a little bit of grinding, and hey, you're kicking ass now. Just grind a few levels out, and you can stop worrying. What consoles do I own? I do own the Nintendo Switch. I haven't played it in forever. And I own a Nintendo 3DS somewhere. It's in one of my. I've got the Nintendo 3DS in a box somewhere. Flappy Bird? No, I never played Flappy Bird. I used to play Copter on the that helicopter game on the one that Flappy Bird was basically copying. Hey, Kiki. I ordered a burger for dinner. Never played Angry Birds. That's my last days off. Yeah, tomorrow I will probably go with my mom. Get together with my mom. Minesweeper. Yeah, I've played a little bit of Minesweeper. I never actually can't beat Tetris. I did hear that somebody managed to beat Tetris somehow. But yeah, I'll be getting dinner with my mom. I'm supposed to get dinner with my mom tomorrow. Then Thursday I do have a counseling. Got a therapy appointment. Yeah, I remember like back when I was a kid, I tried playing Minesweeper a couple times, and like I couldn't really, like I didn't really get the point of it. And then just a few years back, I tried again and like finally figured out, oh, that's what the numbers mean. I get it. Yes, my mom knows about my YouTube channel. Because yeah, like I never looked at the instructions on how to play Minesweeper, so I wasn't sure like how to play. I wasn't sure what the numbers actually represented. And then like eventually as an adult I figured out what the numbers represented. Chess or checkers. I never really played checkers. So chess. Chess because that one I did play. Not much, but I did play at least a little bit. Anywho, favorite board game? Yeah, I don't know. Trivial Pursuit, I guess. Ouija board. Anyway, I'm gonna call it an evening. This has been fun as usual, but I'm gonna call it an evening for now. I'll be back tomorrow. So, thanks for coming, and good night, everybody.